I mean, it's a little early, but I guess since you're here, I may as well just get this underway. So, I've been noticing the last couple weeks, since Sonic Mania came out on consoles, and, there's gonna be a bit of a review slash, rant, I guess. So, we'll start with the review first. So, pretty much, it's everything I really wanted, except for like a small minor things, but I'll get to those. Like, Taxman and the guys did a really excellent job. I mean, I've been a fan of T-Lopes for quite some time, and knowing that he did all the fucking songs was really neat. So, anyway, so back to the thing. So the game plays like your traditional Sonic games on the Genesis, where, you just gotta get to the end. And not only are there, it brings you back to the old stages. Actually, they introduced a couple ones. I mean, they were probably bound by Sega or something before they were only limited to do like 4. So I guess I can let that slide. But what I liked what they did, instead of just having like Green Hill Zone Act 1 and Act 2 be pretty much the same, they just changed them. They changed Act 2, if anything, drastically, more or less making them their own stages. But the one stage I honestly don't like that they brought back is Oil Ocean. Now, don't get me wrong, I never really, not like it was hard or anything. I mean, it's not fucking Metropolis Zone. Screw that was bullshit. But like going from Mystic Caves then to Metropolis Zone, it just felt like out of nowhere. And the music was kind of annoying, like someone had their head stuck in like a flute or a didgeridoo and just couldn't get it off. And I don't know. I like what they did though. They added the fire shield, so once you like jumped in, everything caught on fire, and that was kind of funny. Wouldn't have mind like if you were to do that, the whole stage would blow up and you'd just be sent to the next stage, or just become its own new stage entirely. But what they did for Act 2, I kind of don't like either, because I hated Sandopolis. So they kind of brought that little mechanic where you have to pull the switch or bad things will happen. While cool at the same time, I didn't really like it. Now, the other thing was that the not special stages, the bonus stages when you got on the checkpoint, I liked how in Sonic 3 Knuckles, where depending on how many rings you had, they would be different. But in this case, it's only blue spheres. I mean, I like blue spheres, but, it kind of gets a little, not boring, but old, I guess, after every checkpoint. And I noticed checkpoints are a little more consistent now. Let's see. Bosses are pretty neat. Well, some of the bosses were good. I liked the hard-boiled heavies. Like, their concept's really neat. How they're all unique and stuff. I like the ninja one, personally. Let me see. But my favorite boss fight has to be for Mirage Saloon Act 2, where they didn't technically bring them back, yet they did. They brought back fucking Fang the Sniper, Bark the Polar Bear, Bean the Dynamite, and, they've done something that Sega hasn't, where they just did that. Well, Sega hasn't done that since the revival of the Chaotix, but still, it's just nice to see those guys. And hopefully it might be a sign for more things to come. Let's see. I also didn't like Titanic Monarch. What was that called? Anyway, the final stage. I liked it and I didn't like it. Like, Act 2, it just felt like it dragged on a lot. But, I managed to get through it. I beat the game. So it's not really a big deal, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. But, sort of unrelated, the one thing that's been bothering the crap out of me is that a lot of the reviewers that I've seen, I'm not gonna name drop because, I don't want to start any trouble, but the one thing, like, they've all been saying, like, the game's been punishing me when I'm trying to go fast. I mean, I'd understand if you went slamming into a spike wall, but I don't seem to recall that happening. But if you're talking about running straight into an enemy, there's this one little thing you can do, and it's been there since the beginning. If you're going at really fast, just hit fucking down. And you turn into a ball. And then the things will fucking die. That's why it's there. For you to not use that, it's on you. And not the game. And shouldn't be blaming the game for that. That's you being fucking dumb. Sure, I want to see Sonic going through his run cycle as many times as I want, like everyone else. But if I have the feeling something's coming, I'm gonna turn to a ball. I mean, fuck, that's what hedgehogs do in the wild. They turn into a fucking ball. And I feel like that shouldn't be it shouldn't impact the score of most reviews, because it's really on the fucking player for being dumb. And let's see. Sorry, it's really early and I'm really tired, but I just really feel like I needed to do this right now. But let's see. The other thing. Right. So, notice this been going around too. People have been saying Sonic was never good. Now, I know we all saw the thing that IGN did where they were like, Sonic was never good, ha ha ha. I've been a Sonic fan for as long as I can remember. And my favorite game is Sonic Adventure 1. Now, before we start mashing that keyboard saying, but Adventure is shit. Well, guess what? It's not great. I mean, I still have fun with it. It's playable. I play it every year. Sure, it hasn't, if you compare it to things that come out today, like everyone likes to do, yeah, it's not gonna look that fucking good. And yeah, it's not the most perfect game because there are bugs and some problems. And the wacky faces, which I like, but I can understand if no one else does. So I'm kind of more or less sick of people saying oh, the adventure games are bad, Sonic's never good. I feel like people are trying to say Sonic games have been good or alright, but they really haven't been great, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not saying you have to like everything, but all I'm saying is it's probably just a meme or a thing, just people just saying things because it's funny, and that's just how the internet is now. Once some big guy everyone knows says something, we all just want to be cool and parrot what he says. I'm a bird, but I mean, I'm probably sounding like just some angry fanboy, and you know what? I kind of am. I mean, I've been on this Sonic fucking roller coaster for years. I'm that guy who goes, oh man, friends, Sonic's back. His game's gonna be great. Every fucking time. And once the game came out, I never spoke of it again. You wanna know why? Because it wasn't that great. It wasn't all that I wanted it to be. And yeah, it was pretty shit. Like the Secret Rings. The fucking BioWare one. The fucking... I have a soft spot for the Black Knight. I mean, I played the Wii Unleashed, and I heard that was the worst version. But I actually like the night stages. I'm sure they dragged on a little bit, but I like beat-em-ups. But I can sort of see why people wouldn't like them. Because it kind of deviated from the speed. But it's to say Sonic hasn't had any good games, you're just lying to yourself. He's had quite a few good games. I mean, the first one's, I can't be biased to the first one, because honestly, the first one's not too great it doesn't hold up well against the other ones. Sonic 2's pretty good. Sonic 3 is still Knuckles is still the best fucking one. Sonic CD, I mean, I played it a couple times. I don't hate it, but I don't really have a strong opinion on it either, so I guess that's just neutral. And just, I don't know, I don't get it. So, end rant. back to the fucking review because I got off track again. Yeah, no, the music's stunning. The graphics for Sonic Mania were great. Like, everything looks nice. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of glitches. What fucking game doesn't have glitches today? Like, it's not, like, don't be fucking surprised. A game's gonna have a glitch or two. Yeah, it's the norm. It doesn't mean it's okay, but, like, it's gonna keep happening until developers get their shit together. They won't, but that's just, we just gotta put up with it. And I don't want to, and I know you don't want to either, but that's just how it is. Let's see. The ending, I mean, I don't mind, spoiler warning here. If you haven't played it yet and don't want to be spoiled for the true ending, I would close right now. Alright, you've been warned. So, the spoilers for, the true ending where they get the Chaos Ruby, the Phantom Ruby, and Sonic gets warped, where for more or less this is how classic Sonic's gonna go into forces. And I kind of like that. Like, instead of it being, classic Sonic's just his own established character, he's gonna show up from now on. I kind of like how it ties in, where we get a real explanation other than, it's just time travel. And I'm kind of hoping if there's a Mania 2, it takes place after Forces, classic Sonic comes back, and everything's gone to shit. Sort of like Forces, but in that nice classic Sonic sprite aspect. It would look really nice if they put the work into it. And plus it'd give those guys and since with how well Mania's doing, except for the PC version, I guess, they'll probably get a little more freedom for the next one if there's a next one. Let's see. Is it like 15 minutes? Nah, I can keep going. Let me see. I mean, I guess it's all for now. I think I'm gonna go back to bed. I'll see you guys later.